Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Alright guys, today we are going to be going over a theory, a fan theory that was sent to me. Okay, but before we get into this theory, we know what's going on in Power Book 2, Season 2. Alright, so far we're coming up on episode 8 and we know that Tariq is on trial for 2 murders. Professor Jabari and Detective Danilo Ramirez, okay? Nobody gives a crap about Jabari, unfortunately, right? That's sad. All they care about right now is making sure that someone goes down for the murder of a cop. All right, and we already know that it's not going to be Tariq, okay? Which is why this theory has come about. All right, this theory is a fan theory that was sent to me from none other than Eric Iverson. Shout out to you, Eric. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read his theory to you guys, and then I'm going to share my points as well. And before we get into this theory, I just want to let you guys know that you are all welcome to send me theories. And if it causes me to think enough where I can develop my own points from your theory, then we can definitely get a video out of that. All right, so just holla at your girl and let me know. You can DM me in my IG at MSK underscore a lady, a queen, or at Kadi78. All right, so the title of this video is called Will Monet Go Down for the Ramirez Murder? Okay, so like I was saying, this is a good theory for me, right, in my opinion. So here it goes, guys. This is what Eric has to say. It says, so my theory on who will go down for Ramirez is not a popular one, but I will fully explain. It's Monet. If you remember the way the power universe works, no one ever goes down for the murder they commit. It's always someone taking the fall. For example, Tommy went down for Ghost's death, which is why he faked his death and moved out of New York City. Number 2, Kanan went down for Ray Ray, which is why the cops went to arrest him before the classic shootout, etc. So that means Kane won't go down for killing Ramirez, and Tariq is the star, so we know it won't be him. That leaves Monet. Remember, she had a relationship with Ramirez. I'm sure her number is in his phone. In Power, every scene is a clue or a seed planted. Who were the only people who knew Monet had an affair with Ramirez? It's the same 2 people who are the prime suspects in his case, Reek and Kane. Remember Kane and Tariq in the car watching Ramirez and Monet? That wasn't for no reason. Like I said, Power always sticks to the same script. In Season 6 of Power Book 1, Ghost burned all his bridges with everyone before he died. Dre burned everyone before he got locked up for life. Now look at Monet. She burned all of her kids, including Zeke. She also burned Mecca and Tariq, and her husband don't see eye to eye on raising the kids. She wants out of the life, and in Power, those who try to get out either die or end up in jail. Power is not letting that family go legit. Here's the juicy part. I think Diana, Kane, and Tariq will come together to frame Monet. Think about it. Back when Ghost grabbed and threatened Tasha. After that, she plotted to kill him. So once Monet choked out Diana, that's a sign for me. Plus, Diana is not letting Tariq go down for Ramirez. She loves him and they want to be together. But who's the one person in their way? You guessed it, Monet. I also believe Kane will help because Monet burned him too many times, and I believe Kane, Tariq, and Brayden will become the next Ghosts, Tommy, and Kanan. All right, guys, that's the theory, and I do believe it's a good one with a lot of good points. The only thing that I can't really see in this whole theory is the point that Monet burned Tariq. I don't really see where she burned Tariq. I think that sometimes a lot of people kind of make Monet to be kind of worse than she really is, and they try to blame her for a lot of stuff that's going on when she's almost very similar to the situation that happened in Raising Kanan, where her son was out here wreaking all kinds of havoc and she had to try to clean up everything, right? So Kane is out here messing stuff up and it's falling back on the family, right? So it's kind of similar to that, and I think that Monet is not getting a lot of credit for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because she's a woman or what, but she's not getting a lot of credit for holding stuff down while her husband was away I think for a lot of men, once she, and this is not towards you, Eric, once she started cheating on Lorenzo with Mecca, I think that's probably when a lot of people thought that she was trash. So that's kind of all I have to say about that. I'm not about to turn this into no taking up for Monet type of thing, 'cause that's not what I do. But I just wanted to point that out. I don't see where she burned Tariq. I don't even really see where she burned her children, to be honest. I just feel like she hasn't been the best mother to have had her children in the game in the first place, but it is what it is, and if that's the case, then we all need to say that Lorenzo is trash as well for having his kids in the game, okay? Now, like I said, good theory, great points, okay? So here's my take, guys. If Monet goes down for this, does this mean the end for Monet's character? Okay, because she's definitely not going to be running nothing from prison, okay, with Lorenzo alive. So I don't really see this happening unless it's for way down the line in seasons to come, because I still feel like she has more of a part to play, right? But even with that being said, the theory still makes some good points, right? So I'm not going to take that away at all. Number two, I would hate for Kane, Tariq, and Diana to come together to frame Monet, okay? First of all, I hate this theme where the kids are either killing the parents or setting them up. And two, I'm not sure that Kane is that mad at Monet to work against her just yet. Remember, Kane is a person who seeks acceptance from his parents, and with his father drawing closer to Drew, he only has his mother left. And because of that, Kane is like putty in Monet's hands. Now, as for Tariq working against Monet, this could be possible if he can get introduced to the Connect, which is Mecca. And at this point, that seems highly unlikely unless Tariq gives Kane a few pointers on how to sway Mecca, okay? Plus, with Monet cut out, she doesn't seem to be a threat. Therefore, there's really no reason to work against her, now is it? That is, unless she becomes a problem later on. Now, as far as saying that Tariq and Diana want to be together, I don't think so. I think it's more like Diana wants to be with Tariq, and he's going to use his relationship with her to get the Tejada intel, okay? Because we already see that she spills the beans to Tariq about every freaking thing, okay? So he's going to use this relationship so that he can get the intel, like I said, and he can use it against them when the time is right. That's my opinion, all right? Now, there's one more point I'm going to make about this theory that Monet will go down for killing Ramirez. Remember in a previous video, I mentioned that if the police really wanted to do their jobs, they would do a thorough search of where they found Ramirez's body. Well, it seems that since they already have a black man in custody, they don't really care about the truth, guys. All right, but let's say they did search the area and they found the chip that Kane put in his mouth just so he could spit it out. They would be able to see that Monet was the last person to call Ramirez, and therefore they would bring her in for questioning. But that still doesn't mean that they'd have enough evidence to implicate Monet. They could see the time that she called him and figure that during that time Ramirez was already dead. So there's a lot to consider with this theory, guys, and while I believe some great points were made, I'm not sure if they would have enough to stick it to Monet. That is, unless for some reason they run the DNA on the chip and they find that Kane is a match, and this could possibly cause Monet to confess to killing Ramirez. But would she take the rap for Kane? And I'm not too sure about that, guys. You know what I'm saying? Wrong son. Maybe Drew or Zeke, but not Kane. And even if she did try to confess to killing Ramirez, it might not go over well since they already have a man on surveillance, you know what I'm saying, at the scene of the crime. So bottom line is, if Monet happens to go down for killing Ramirez, she's not going to go down alone because they got Tariq on trial and they have surveillance footage that proves a man actually carried out the crime. So the most Monet could probably go down for is like, what, conspiracy to commit murder or something like that. And that's my take on it, guys. Once again, thank you so, so much to Eric Iverson for that cool theory. The thing that makes the most sense and stands out with this theory is that power does seem to stick to like the same type of theme. or similar storylines with different characters, of course, right? And so when Eric makes the point of saying that in the history of power, nobody goes down for the murder that they actually commit, then that's really something to keep in mind. So even though I've stated my opinion on everything, I think that that's one of the biggest things to take away from this theory is what does the history of power tell us? How does it work? You know what I mean? Even though I don't want to stick to the history and I want to try to go in with an open mind and thinking that things are going to change, there are some things that are fresh, and then there are some things that are also, if I could say, recycled, right? And I'm saying that respectfully. So if there's a theme that power has, that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with having certain themes, but I think that when we have a show that has themes that they kind of carry out and stick to, then that is one of the things that can help us make these theories and certain things that we should pay attention to, okay? And if you guys have theories as well, let a sister know, but you have to DM them to me, all right? And if they are intriguing enough to me, then I will do a video with your permission, okay? All right, guys, that's the video for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, you guys take care and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.